we shouldn't set such high goals for ourselves, like getting the date right. I know the date because it is tax day.
It's the new tax day, pandemic tax day, July 15th.
Yep.
Get it filed. Boy, what a weird time, huh? Everyth's new.
Fun fact, Lawrence history for folks. So historically, tax days just happen, you pay your taxes, it's good. But historically, in times of deep civic unrest, citizens have used tax day as an opportunity to express discouragement with the state of the nation. And in fact, in Lawrence, there was a move, I believe I need to double check this, but I think it was during the civil rights unrest in the 1960s where citizens withheld their property taxes because they were disappointed in how people were addressing the issue of the day. And so I'm just going to put a pin in that.
Wow. Do you think it was like people who wanted more civil rights, or do you think it was like
more civil
white
rights
people who are like,
nope,
I've had enough of these protests, I'm not paying my taxes?
Nope, it was a lot of like KU professors and like academics joined by civil rights
some
leaders
real
in the
Thoreau
community.
style civil disobedience.
Yes, and they said like, actually, none of us, we're all going to get together and just not give you the money until you do this thing we want.
Boy, that would be cool if people got back to that, but somehow you don't feel like it would make a difference at the federal level.
You know where I learned that? And clearly I'm a poor student because I might have gotten some facts wrong and it might have actually happened earlier in history. The Watkins Museum of History here in Lawrence, Kansas, our city
Love the Watkins
museum.
You want to talk more about your recent initiative with the Watkins?
No, we're going to do it anonymously.
Oh no, I thought you wanted to rally some folks to your side. Maybe Nikita will. You'll talk about it when you're done. Nikita, Station of the Stars, comes on.
It's our initiative, Nikita's and mine. Mm-hmm. Maybe we'll talk about it.
I'd like to hear more about it. Let's build some popular momentum for it.
So happy Tax Day. I will double check that. Had just popped into my head when I mentioned it was tax day.
Speaking of tax day,
I'll double check it and get back to folks tomorrow with the real facts of the case.
Speaking of tax day, last night we watched the Douglas County Treasurer and Register of Deeds Forum. Meredith, any takeaways from last night? Nikita is like over there stunned at our level of civic engagement.
It's a little sad. I feel like what I did was discover how far was too far for me to be willing to engage at the local level.
Yeah, well, to be frank, there's not a lot of sort of policy making that goes into either of those positions or partisanship, it would seem. But, in the past, we have seen Register of Deeds sort of standing in the way of marriage equality and things like that. So it's not that politics doesn't enter into those.
Okay. But, you're making an excellent point. I was about to say that I wasn't sure that made sense as an elected position, and maybe that as a result meant we didn't have like the most efficiency in that office, but I'm not saying that should be an elected position necessarily, but
anyway, we watched
even the review of the thing we watched is kind of making me bored right now. So let's get the Station to the Stars.
Let's make with Nikita.
No shade for people who are doing that work. There's a lot of extremely important work that's happening that we don't need to talk about on wonderfairhomeshopping.com.
Okay, well, I will make space here for Nikita. Here we go.
Sorry if that was loud on the mic when I hit the table, but I'm just excited because it's been a few weeks, Nikita.
Oh my god, it's been so long.
Nikita, please step right up. It smells like fresh lemons and sanitizing stuff.
So excited.
Welcome, Nikita.
Hi.
I missed you.
I missed you.
I mean, I've been seeing you, but the people haven't.
Kind of, yeah.
I've been off the air. So, as Stationer to the Stars, we missed a couple of probably like big Universal events. What's been going on up there? What's been happening?
I don't know what we missed. I definitely was keeping track at the time, but I did not take any memory notes of that. Right around your birthday, there was the lunar eclipse, like a partial lunar eclipse.
Yes.
I don't really know if it was that. I kind of tried to pay attention to it, but also I didn't really notice. I looked up what it was supposed to be, and it was called the penumbral like partial eclipse, which really just means that it's like supposed to get a little bit more of a shadow, which I feel like is just what the moon looks like anyway.
Yes.
So I didn't really like catch a difference, but it is really
Agreed.
cool, like emotionally, I guess. I don't know. Lunar eclipse sounds fun for me. And yeah, so that was like the big event. We had those few like kind of in succession eclipses because that's how eclipses happen. And
wait, why?
because of like the position of where like the sun and the moon are, it's like if you're already in like a close position for it to kind of like overlap a little bit, like it's gonna do that.
So it's like
together.
So it was eclipse season because of the way the sun and moon were just like in the full orbit, nicely aligned. Got it.
Yeah. So there were like 3 in a row where there was like a lunar eclipse followed by like a small solar eclipse followed by another small lunar eclipse. So
it's easy to have like
cool.
not paid a lot of attention because eclipse season just happens to have aligned perfectly with pandemic and social justice uprisings weekend. I don't think that there's going to be a convenient name because it's so ingrained in every part of everything we're doing. Can you name such a thing?
You sure can't. It's all just connected, and I'm so tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The big sigh.
The big sigh is what we're calling this period of
If
time.
you're feeling tired or relieved, you sigh.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing in like succession, like recently. It's just like
an eclipse.
a little sigh of relief, and then a little sigh of just exhaustion.
Yeah.
So
that is the method. Also, just keep going. You especially out there. So let's not worry about those factors of just eclipse season. Did I say that word right?
Eclipse? Yes. Yeah, you said it.
It sounded wild coming out that time.
You say it enough, it sounds not real.
What should we, so that's behind us. We're just looking forward and up. What's up there? What's going on?
Yeah, I looked up what's currently happening. I always look at the moon because I love her and she's just the best. The moon's currently in Taurus. The moon changes like really quickly. It's like 1.5 days in like any sign. So it's like just kind of chilling really quick. But right now we're in Taurus, which is kind of cool. It goes into Gemini tomorrow evening, I believe. And Taurus is cool because it's all about like self-worth and like indulgence and knowing like what's important for you and being like intentional with how you kind of go about your day. So I think it's just kind of a cool sign when it's in the moon because that's like the moon kind of impacts your emotions more than anything and your intuition. So I feel like maybe it's a good self-care little moment here. I don't know. I feel good about it.
Demanding it with its absolute tropical delusion rain we've had today. Hey, quick question, Paul. Could you adjust the Instagram camera? Because it's like kind of awkward too far to that side.
Nikita needs to just move over this way.
Oh, hi, Nikita. Welcome.
Well,
come into my sphere.
Closer.
Okay, I didn't know the camera could move. I don't know how the studio works.
We don't know how technology works.
So
we don't know what we're doing.
I mean, one day of self-care doesn't seem selfish.
No, it's good. It's good to take a little break. Which right now, the moon is sextiling Neptune. And Neptune is known as the Awakener. Yeah. Hi, Dave. He's awake. He's the Awakener now. He's like, not if I'm here. I am the Awakener. Which just means that it's really against conformity. It is into just like innovation, invention, and just like your intuition as well. So it's kind of cool because those two things are like in a sextile, it just means that it's like positively kind of working together in simplified terms. And so that just means that I feel like it's a good time to just like, I don't know, find innovation in the more material things, find innovation in yourself. Hi, Dave.
Oh my Dave's God. Right up there.
Oh my God. Hi. You coming up on the table? I haven't seen him in so long. So it's just like a cool kind of mix of things because it's fun. I don't know. Neptune's the dreamer.
So
Moon is about emotions and dreams.
Moon and Taurus getting a little bit of flanking action from Neptune to shore it up and bring that resolve to the moment. That sounds positive.
That's good.
I know that Leo season is coming in hot. Starts next Wednesday.
Leo season.
Will you be ready to help those chesty lions out? Were you a chesty lion?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't a Chesty Lion.
Oh, okay.
No, I
You know
was
what
a
I'm talking
Firebird.
about,
I
right?
do know,
Okay.
yeah. It took me a minute where I
That
was
could be
like,
awkward.
am I a Chesty Lion?
That could be awkward.
Sports Nikita here.
Sports
Yeah.
Nikita's here.
Mhm.
Sports Nikita grew up in Lawrence, where our 2 high school mascots are the Firebirds and the Chesty Lions.
Yeah, the
And I
Chesty
gotta
Lions
tell
are
you,
honestly a lot
it's
cooler,
really
but but I was a
Love a
Firebird,
Chesty.
unfortunately.
Okay, no, I think that's also awesome.
No, it was fine. I would not recommend. Those are my
I'd love to
opinions.
hear some other towny feedback on the high schools at some point, but
Yeah, it'll be a whole discussion of socioeconomic status and such, so it's not really a fun one,
but I'm here for it.
but I'll
If
talk
you ever-
about it at a future time.
We have a lot of viewers in places as far flung as Missouri,
Oh my
Missouri,
gosh.
and Florida.
Wait, what?
I know, and South
That's wild.
Carolina, and maybe Michigan. I can't remember.
Cool.
But so the folks don't know about our exciting local. They know a lot about our local politics.
Mm-hmm.
That's our fault. But they don't know much about high schools.
It's interesting.
Firebirds.
The school system here is a wild one. That is super fun. The way it's lined out, district.
Should we
wise.
start making bets on stuff, just like as a fun thing? Like we're in the predictions market,
Mhm.
talking about astrology.
Mhm.
Would you like to predict if the Chesty Lions and Firebirds will go back to school in the fall in the classroom?
Is that a fun bet? I'm gonna bet yes, unfortunately, but that's where my bets lie.
Yeah.
Is that they will, and I think it's gonna be really bad.
I think there. I also think. Yes.
Is this a fun game where we bet on
no.
lives?
You're voting
You're
no.
voting no.
I'm
Ooh.
gonna send it back.
Hmm.
I don't know.
It's because he's probably gonna lose that. He doesn't want to send it back because he's gonna lose it.
There's literally no good options, so maybe like it is pointless to bet on. I don't know. I just like to tie things together, and predictions is it's right there. Plus Chesty Lions,
Chesty Lions, great mascot.
but Leo.
Leo. I was confused because I thought at first you were asking if there was Leo on my chart by saying that. And I was like, that's a weird way to ask, but yeah.
What is Leo in your chart?
Leo Rising.
Oh,
We're
that's
both
right.
Leo
We shared
Risings.
that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I think that's it for Leo for me, which I think it's enough Leo because it's just like a lot. Like I just have a lot of fire in my chart. Like there's nothing wrong with Leo specifically. I'm just like, I already have like, I'm a Sag moon. I'm like all over the place. So like, it's a lot.
Sag Moon. That's why you're so much fun,
I am so fun.
and I think your feelings contribute to that, and your emotional
The
states.
fact that I'm just like full of fire and some water there, and it's just
I like it.
emotions 100% of
Fire?
the time.
Yeah, fire and water make steam.
Oh, cute.
And
I
who
like
doesn't love a good sauna?
That's
That's
level
that's
what?
a way to
sauna.
pronounce
Okay.
sauna. That's
Okay.
more fun.
Yeah, Mud and Lotus. Go.
Mud and Lotus. Do you
Promotion.
think we could get a sponsorship from them?
I hope so. I really love them now. I went for my
Uh,
birthday and it was amazing. Go to Mud and Lotus, everybody.
Okay, well, if I ever meet someone who runs that spot, maybe
Mhm.
I'll ask about doing a promotion, and
Mhm.
then we can do an episode there.
Yeah,
We
just
can't take our
from
camera
the side.
outside the studio. It's literally an iPad in a Leuchtturm display sitting on 2 AMAC boxes. So
It's a high-tech studio.
get a tripod. Okay,
I
last but
am
not
very
least,
distracted. Sorry. This
we're
was
just-
not. Yeah,
you're doing great. We're getting our sea
Thank you.
legs, is what we're calling it. Did you see us on Monday? What a mess.
I did not. I
It's
watched
for the best.
yesterday, which was fun because
That's how you knew.
talking about me a little otter box, which was cute. And that's how I knew to come to talk to you about. I was here.
My otter dice bag. I'm so
Well,
excited.
I'm really happy that you liked it. I
Oh my
put my
gosh.
heart into that. So
Well, you made a dice bag for a different staff member at the holiday time, and I wasn't jealous per se.
it
'cause I
wasn't me.
didn't
No,
covet
I
it.
didn't do that. Jenny did that.
Oh,
Yeah.
so well, someone else got a dice bag,
Yeah. You got a dice bag.
and I was like,
I saw your
yes.
face and I was like, you I saw the subtle shifts where you were like, I could tell you were little. I was like, you or also play D&D and need a dice bag.
Uh-huh.
And then I
So,
saw otter fabric and I was like,
Where'd you see that otter fabric?
It was on Etsy. I was Googling otters
Amazing.
because like on Etsy, I was searching otters on Etsy because I was like, what kind of otter content can I get into my life? And then
I
I
do
randomly
that too.
started going upon like fabric, and then I was like, you know who I know who also likes otters? And then I was like, you know who needs a dice bag? It was just a whole thing.
Pretty much the best dice bag. Also because the otter fabric is like that flannel kind of pajama material,
Mhm,
and
it's
it
so
is where my
soft.
dice sleep. when you think
That's
about
so cute. I didn't even think
it.
about
A dice
that.
bag is really just pajamas for your dice.
Mm-hmm.
Because most of us aren't lucky enough to play Dungeons and Dragons 24/7. So you gotta give those guys a rest.
I hope that that's your life one day. I hope that you just get to play Dungeons and Dragons 24/7.
not
I
sure.
feel like that's for you. I
Maybe
don't
the
know.
scarcity is nice. I don't know.
I
I'm
don't
looking
know.
forward to playing with you someday.
One day we'll play.
We're gonna play.
You'll have to teach me a lot
we're
more
gonna-
information about it.
I'm ready
I don't
for
know
that.
how to do it.
We'll get it together. So that's future goals. Should
Mhm.
we briefly tell the people about our secret
Mission?
project for the
Mhm.
Watkins, or is it going to be secret?
I'm really bad at secrets, so I kind of want to talk about
Okay.
it.
Let open it up.
We're gonna open it up mainly because I feel like if we also open it up, then that gives the possibility of getting more people involved in it, and I think it would be good to get more people involved.
I've
in
got a visual display if you want to start telling the folks
Yes.
what we're talking
it. Okay, so basically our plan. It's really great to brush kitties, especially in the summertime because they just have so much fur that just sheds all the time. And then as part of that process, you get little clumps out of the brush, and then you can do a fun thing where you make them into a little ball of fur. This is a really impressive one. This one is so good. The Dasher one I had yesterday was not
It's
the
pretty
best.
good.
It was an okay size. But basically, Dave is here. I work at the Raven bookstore, and we have 2 cats there who get brushed semi-regularly. And yesterday, I was brushing Dashel, and I was like, I should also just make a ball out of his fur that comes into this brush because why not? And then we were like, what if we just donate these to the Watkins History Museum because this is an important part of downtown history.
That's the sort of stuff that when I see in a small idiosyncratic museum, I'm like, wow, cat fur ball. Right?
I think it's really
just
cool.
more
I've had
special.
mixed reviews about thoughts about it. Like I've
Oh.
definitely talked to other people about the Dave ball specifically, and then like I made a ball out of Dashel's for yesterday, and my coworkers were kind of like, "You gonna keep that?" And I was like,
Yes.
"Is it a problem I do?" I've had people say that shows serial killer tendencies to keep it, which is like fair, but like I just love kitties so much that like I kind of think that we should keep their little hairballs. It's
Yeah.
cute.
It's not slimy. It's just honestly, it's just like a pom pom or a wool ball, like you would put in your dryer to make your clothes dry more quickly and be more energy efficient.
Exactly. And cats clean themselves, so they're like totally chill. Like it's totally clean. Like I don't know
Yeah, and
why people are so weird about me keeping.
I feel like it would
cat
increase.
hairballs.
Yeah, it would increase tourism to downtown. I also feel like it would shine a light on our like the cat workers of downtown who are otherwise like not participating in our economy as much, and I think that
Exactly.
maybe they deserve a time to shine at the
Yeah,
Watkins
shout out.
Museum. So if you support our bid to collect and donate nicely rolled balls of fur from downtown cats, please write to Steve Watkins at the
His house name's not Watkins.
It's not, is it?
I was assuming
What is
everybody
his
at the
last
Watkins
name?
Museum's last name was Watkins.
I'm sure it's not. Just think about it. Just like my name is Meredith Wonderfair.
Yeah, that's what I always called you. So
Some people don't know my name. What is his last name?
It begins with Ed.
nah, that's too hard to figure out.
We'll let you know later.
Steve Watkins.
I also support people just writing to him, Dear Steve Watkins.
Steve Watkins, our rep in Congress.
That's why. It's been on my mind because Steve Watkins has been charged with 3 counts of felony voter fraud and 1 misdemeanor count of voter fraud. He is indeed one of our reps in Washington for Congress representing Lawrence.
Literally our only rep.
Yeah, he is. So anyway, sorry. he's
Write
really
to
on
him
my
about
mind.
this though, actually. Write to
So-
Steve Watkins,
Write to
a
Steve
representative.
Watkins. He actually technically, when you write to him, he has 2 residences. One is a UPS store in Kansas. That's how he ended up getting elected. And the other are the 2 homes he owns in Alaska.
I don't think I like Steve Watkins. I'm just gonna say
I don't like Steve Watkins. But you know who
I
you could
do
have
like
instead of Steve Watkins?
at Watkins. Who?
Michelle De La Isla, the mayor of Topeka, is running
Okay.
for the same seat.
I didn't know about this.
It's so exciting.
learn.
Michelle's a really exciting candidate who began her career in politics advocating for sort of like downtown Topeka reinvestment, trying to make it more equitable for folks to start businesses down there. And then was just so good at it, so good at getting the community together, became the mayor, and now opportunity to have a real person, not a UPS dwelling candidate. That's what I have to say about that.
I like that. I like that idea.
I don't want to say more in case I'm mistaking some details, but what I'm sure about is Michelle de la Isla is a great person to vote for in the primary August 4th. James Windholtz is also running as a Democrat for that office.
Sure.
James is a recent college graduate who's probably a very nice person, but probably also don't vote for James.
Not the choice.
Not the choice.
Okay.
I don't want to say more about that because we were supposed to be short, and I can feel myself getting long.
Yeah, I feel
Sorry,
it. I feel the energy.
Yeah, I just really, Michelle. Cat balls.
Michelle and cat balls.
Not the kind you're thinking of, fur ones. I think we did it.
Mhm.
I think we probably
That was not what I was thinking of, but I just realized what you thought that we were all thinking of, and I don't think that's
if
true.
you just jumped in, you want the context.
Yeah.
Brush your cat, roll its fur into a woolen ball, and donate them to the Watkins Museum of History in Lawrence, Kansas.
If your cat works downtown.
If your cat works downtown.
Otherwise, you can just like keep it and infuse it with some essential oils or something. That sounds nice.
Oh, that does sound nice.
That's my newest idea. I was thinking about that while I was doing this. I was like, I think there's very. You can just like.
It's like it becomes like potpourri then.
Mm-hmm.
You could just have a bowl of
Just
them
have a
on your
little bowl.
dining table.
Some people have like those awful like cotton like decorations, and replace your racist decorations with instead just a bowl of little infused cat balls.
I think that's a much better idea. Definitely upgrade.
Good way to keep the shield working for the Raven too. Is just making those things.
I gotta keep the
Got
shield
the
working.
book.
Yeah.
Got the book.
He's got his book.
Got
Yeah.
the potpourri.
He's so proud of his book, and he's so right. It's so good.
Okay, tired. Decorative cotton plants just sitting out on your table. Like that's the end of that discussion.
That's chill, yeah. Wired.
Full of your cat's woolen fur balls that smell faintly of lavender. Thanks, Nikita.
Those are my decor tips, everybody.
Nikita basically gives us all our very good ideas and then enhances the others. So look out, Steve from the Watkins Museum. We're coming. Open up the storage vaults.
You're gonna need a big bowl for that
You're
one.
gonna need a big vault. Their vaults are in an attic. Have you been up there?
No.
We should try to go to tour.
I gotta know Steve.
We gotta go on a tour sometime. It's really magical up in the storage attics of the Watkins.
So cool.
Okay, I think we're gonna go because I'm a mess and Nikita's gotta go to the other place.
Other spot with other cats.
Let's brush our cats this afternoon.
Okay.
Deal.
Cool.
Okay. Nice to see you, Nikita. We'll check in with y'all tomorrow. Goodbye, Internet. Goodbye. I'm gonna look up Steve's last name. Novak. It's Novak.
Yeah, it is Novak.
I was way
You
off.
know that.
Yeah. Steve Watkins, though. I got to tell the people about it.